I am Marcus Aurelius Antoninus, Emperor of Rome. But more than that, I was a philosopher who ruled the greatest empire on earth and a man who struggled every day to live with wisdom, justice, and self-control. I was born in 121 AD in Rome, into a noble family of senators and scholars. My grandfather had served the empire faithfully, and from my earliest days, I felt the weight of that legacy. While other boys played at war, I found peace in books by Epictetus, Socrates, and the Stoic masters who taught that virtue is the only true good. My intellect and discipline caught the eye of Emperor Hadrian, who arranged for my adoption by his successor, Antoninus Pius. Antoninus became both a father and a mentor, raising me in the ways of duty and temperance. Under his rule, I learned that a ruler's greatest strength is not command, but character. When Antoninus died in 161 AD, I ascended the throne alongside my adoptive brother, Lucius Verus, the first time in history that Rome had two emperors. Together we faced challenges that tested every ideal. I held wars with Parthia in the east, rebellions in the provinces, and then the Antonine Plague, which swept through the empire like divine punishment, claiming millions. Lucius died of illness, leaving me to rule alone. Yet even in solitude I found purpose. On the empire's northern frontiers, I led legions against the Germanic tribes. Enduring bitter winters and endless battles, I slept among soldiers, shared their rations, and faced death as they did. By the light of a campfire, in the silence between wars, I wrote to myself as a meditation. Those pages were never meant for others. They were my private struggle to remain human amid chaos. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. But philosophy could not shield me from pain. I endured betrayal, even from those closest to me. My general Avidius Cassius, once a loyal ally, declared himself emperor. Yet when his rebellion failed, I chose mercy over vengeance. For cruelty may win obedience, but only virtue earns loyalty. I reformed the law, defended the weak, and sought justice for all, citizen and slave alike. I lived simply, avoided luxury, and reminded myself daily that even an emperor is mortal dust. I wore the purple, but I longed for simplicity, a life guided not by ambition, but by reason. In 180 AD, while leading yet another campaign on the Danube, I felt death approach. My soldiers wept, calling me the last of the 5 good emperors. I thought of Rome, of my son Commodus. Who would inherit my throne? Though not, perhaps, my wisdom. His cruelty would darken the legacy I left. But even that, I knew, was part of nature's design. When I died, I left behind no riches, no monuments to vanity, only words, carved not in marble, but in the human soul. I was Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, student of philosophy, servant of virtue. I did not seek to rule the world, only to master myself.